Welcome to taper your way to thousands and fade your way to fortunes, okay? In this video, we're gonna go over some of the tools that you're gonna need in order to taper and fade, okay? I'm gonna start off with first showing you how to do a low fade, a mid fade, or a high fade, how to identify how to do a low fade, mid fade, or high fade, okay? If you're doing a low fade, you want to place your hand over the client's ear, like so. So you get this particular line right here. This is where you're gonna do a low fade at, okay? 2 fingers is a mid fade, and 3 fingers is a high fade, okay? You use your 3 fingers to determine whether the fade is gonna be low, medium, or high by placing it right here by the client's ear. And when the client say, hey, John, I want a low fade, okay, so you turn around the mirror, you take your finger, and you put your finger right here. That's the area of space that you're going to be working in whenever you're doing the low fade, right here, this space right here. Whenever you're doing the mid fade, there's 2 fingers you're going to use. This is the space you're going to be working in right here for a mid fade. And this right here, 3 fingers, this is the amount of fingers you're going to use for a high fade, okay? The same thing for a taper. A low taper is here. A mid taper is here. And a high taper is here, okay? Low, mid, high. And I'm going to show you the guards you're going to use. All you need is a ball fader with a handle, okay? You're gonna need your 1/16 blade, your 1/8 blade, which is a 1, your 3/16 blade, which is a 1 1/2, and your 1/4 blade, which is a 2. Okay? And I'm gonna teach you how to fade up and how to fade down, and also how to taper up and how to taper down. Depending on the hair texture, the value of fading up or down is what's going to allow you to blend the taper or the fade with the type of hair texture that it is. I noticed that on straighter hair, when I fade down, my fade tends to be a lot more flawless than fading up. And with curlier, tighter texture hair, when I fade up, my blend seems to be a lot more fluid and solid. But you can use either method, tapering up or tapering down, or fading up and fading down, or fading down and fading up, or tapering down and tapering up, okay? I'm going to teach you both methods on how to do that, okay? The next step is lining. You're going to use a pair of liners. I like using the Andes T Master Outliners or the Red Pros that have the T outside blade, or the Walls. I like using the Walls for children and short hairstyles that I have for ladies that like doing short hairstyles and ladies haircuts and children. And I like using these for men because men like real crisp, sharp linings, and their skin tends to be a lot tougher than children and women, okay? So I like using one and the other, okay? Because I use this one for sensitive skin, and I use this one for harder people who get their haircut a little bit more, because this particular tool is zero gap. This blade is zero gap, which means it hit really hard. Like on the first try when you touch her, it's going to hit. Okay, these are a bit softer. I use my razor line for doing razor edges. You're going to use this whenever you're trying to enhance the haircut. Some black ice hair fiber and Temptation temporary spray color. Or you can use the compressor gun with the temporary spray color in there, okay? I like doing either or. It's very good to first learn how to taper and fade without enhancements and make it look like it's enhanced before even adding any razor, pencil, or any type of enhancement spray, okay? The goal is to make sure that your taper and your fade looks clean before you add any enhancement to it, okay? There's a trend that's going around now where younger barbers are enhancing the haircut for the customer look, but enhancing the haircut, it can temporarily fix mistakes that you make. So the whole goal is to work at being consistent with your taper and your fading, so that way when you enhance it, it doesn't fix the mistakes, it only enhances the cut, okay? Some barbers use